Moving right along, we have to talk about Ronda Rousey's comments. She was in the news this week talking about how she would not return to WWE full time and blamed the ungrateful bleeping fans of WWE. What was your reaction to this? I'll tell you mine right off the bat. This is a work. You know, like
You think so?
she's being a heel right now, which I think she
Okay.
should be. And I think that's the absolute right way to go about it. And that's what Ronda Rousey, the character, should say. Because she came in and was the darling, busted her ass, had one of the best rookie years of anyone in history. And she had the unfortunate distinction of running afoul of somebody that organically just had this groundswell of support in Becky Lynch come around. You know, if you take the man Becky Lynch out of the equation, I don't know if the fans turn on Ronda like they did, but they did turn on her. And I never really understood it because she didn't do anything wrong. She didn't, in my opinion, at least outwardly come off as entitled. She delivered in the ring, too. She was super solid right from the get-go. But what was your reaction?
Well, yeah, as what you said, like this kind of maintains her character the last couple months of her time when she was in WWE, as far as kind of turning on the fans, calling them all out and said, this is just fake fighting. And so if anything, a year plus later, she is kind of maintaining that gimmick that she was delivering on Raw every week. As far as what she actually said, just if you're just reading off the piece of paper, her comments, yeah, I understand where she's coming from. If you work somewhere and you had a bad experience, why would you want to go back there versus maybe staying at home and being around people you do love and that love you back? So I get her comments as far as why do I want to go hang out in front of the WWE universe who turned on me and hates me when I can just be at home with my family and stuff. The only thing is, like, Rhonda, unless she has a bunch of money saved up or she has other projects paying her, she can get money, make money elsewhere in the entertainment industry. I mean, she's got to eat and got to work. So, WWE is always can be her backup plan as far as work goes. So she's going to have to kind of suck it up a little bit. But I do get her comments about she didn't like the travel. She was on the road so much and away from her family. Listen, that's the life of a professional wrestler, is the time on the road and stuff. And so, but she does have the star power. And I think the name to negotiate a part-time schedule. And I think she also said that if she does come back, she doesn't want to work full-time. She can probably do appearances here and there, kind of similar to Brock Lesnar. So she does have, I think, the capability of pulling that or at least negotiating something like that. So for me, I'm at the mindset. It's like I enjoy seeing Ronda wrestle for WWE. So I'd rather have her parts in certain times of the year versus not having her at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, I hope she comes back, and I hope she, whether it's full-time or part-time schedule, I want Ronda back. I think WWE needs Ronda in general. I think she's good for wrestling. She put more eyeballs on it, and that's good. And she delivered in the ring. She was good. Her promos got better as time went on. I liked the heel turn. I thought that was good. Like, she has this intensity, and again, because she is a real combat sport athlete, she had this legitimacy about her that is just so hard to find.
Well, let me ask you this, because you said her comments, you think it's just all a work. But hypothetically, let's say she's just being truly shooting there and being legit. Does she expect that when she goes out there, just everyone's just supposed to love her no matter what? Did she not expect that there is capability that people will turn on you regardless if you're being a baby face or not? And
but they turned on her. They got you and I were in Staples Center, and we talked about this. We both were kind of disgusted with how the crowd reacted to her.
Yeah,
and for no reason. And there's this idea out. I don't know what it was that made people sort of have such vitriol towards her. So let's say, for the sake of argument, that she is being honest, and that's how she really feels. I don't necessarily blame her because you look at it from her perspective, because she's had to go through this twice now. In UFC, she was the darling. She was the one of the biggest stars in UFC history. She was big time box office for UFC. Had never lost. She was going on all the talk shows. Everybody loved her. And then as soon as she lost, it was knives out from all these like internet trolls and all these people that were just lying there silently waiting for her to fail and then just crap all over her. And so from her perspective, again, for sake of argument, if this is her being real, I don't blame her because she's had to go through it before. Again, I think she's work shooting here.
Okay.
But if she is being totally real, yeah, I don't necessarily blame her. I don't agree with her in terms of painting all wrestling fans with that brush. There is that vocal group of fans that want to go against the grain and boo the person that Vince wants you to cheer. It's like the majority of people that booed Cena later on in his career were doing it because they thought it was the cool thing to do. Just like the rubes out there that still chant CM Punk. Just it's just one of those things.
Well, and that's just the thing too, is the people that are mad or angry are the ones who are going to be the most vocal. Like, you look at Yelp and online reviews, people who have a bad experience at something, they're going to be the first to comment versus people who actually have a good experience and not saying anything. Same thing with wrestling. People are upset with something. They're going to be the most vocal. They're going to be the quickest to pull out their phone and write a negative tweet and say negative stuff. That's how just life is, especially the world that we live in with social media existing. So with Ronda, I'm sure, it sucks when you go online, you see all these comments, you go outside, you bust your ass out to the ring. People are saying bad things, booing you. So I get all that. And so for her, I understand where she's like, I'd rather just stay home and be with my family and, and friends and all that stuff and live her best life that way. Why go out there and sacrifice your body just to get yelled at? But at the same time, it's wrestling. So you got to take the comments with a grain of salt. With the wrestling fans, they're going to love or hate whoever they want. So you just got to be prepared for that. And if you really do love wrestling, just, keep at it. Try to do your best to just deliver the best matches that you can and hopefully try to win them over back somehow. It's an ongoing thing. I mean, that's why we love wrestling. That's why we love talking about it.
Listen, when she comes back, she'll be a red hot heel, and then when they finally babyface her again, she'll be a red hot babyface. So like Ronda is one of those people that I think will really work either way, and she's already shown that. But my God, man, I just I think it's important to reflect on her rookie year in the WWE and just how spectacular it was. So. Kudos to Ronda. I hope she comes back. And I think she's working us all a little bit, and good for her. that to me shows that she's, learning the business more than anything else. And I do think her comments in terms of, not wanting to be a lifestyle that she necessarily wants to live 200 days on the road, I think that's probably more, really how she feels. Okay. But the fact that what was telling to me about that part of the quote is that she wanted to do it to learn the business, immerse herself in it. And that to me shows that she was dedicated and that she didn't want to take any shortcuts on the life, and she wanted to understand the life before she sort of tailoring it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Tailoring it to more what she wanted. I'm sure if she wanted the part-time schedule to begin with, she probably could have done that.
Yeah.
But she didn't do that. She worked the full-time schedule to learn it, and I respect her for that.
Absolutely. And she said that she wants to take time off to start a family. She hasn't started a family yet, so maybe she's getting the itch to come back again. And what better way to start that than putting some comments out there, doing an interview with Steve-O. That's where this came from, and maybe lay the foundation for a possible return. Maybe do another run, and then start her family down the road. So we all shall wait and see.
Indeed.